Good morning, Camarillo Seniors. I'm your host, Booie Brandt, and we've got our producer, Bob Allen, on hand here at kdtv.com. We're glad you're here. We're glad it's such a beautiful day here on Wednesday, February 19th. We've been through a lot lately, but we're, with the evacuations and the rains and the fires, it's good to be back to normal here. We got a lot happening coming up. Springtime is coming up here. I wanted to mention about the CERT program. Because of the fire and everything, Ventura County is going to have a training program. There's 12 spots left for the volunteers. You can go online and sign up. The first class is March 4th. And basically, they're going to teach you general emergency readiness, fire hazard reduction and awareness, disaster medical triage and treatment, and search and rescue. We'd be working with the fire department here at the Anacapa apartments. The volunteers would have certain stations like third floor, second floor, first floor, or whatever, just to be able to help out. We learned through the fire evacuations and even the power outages that there are a lot of people that need help. Some are on oxygen tanks, some are in wheelchairs, some are, a little on walkers. But to instigate the buddy system, it's kind of that we tried, and every senior facility should be doing this. You should have a buddy system, someone that you're if you can do it, someone that you're responsible for, or at least, to check up on. Um, we it's this program is a step up from just a local buddy program. It's in conjunction with the fire department, and you or we would be reporting to the fire chief heads that would come to the area, and we had lots of them around here, helping out with whatever the things are that they need. Like one of the firemen had to have help with someone here at the complex. He couldn't help lift her, things like that. If you're able, the parking lot here wasn't so bad, but once you got down to the roundabouts, it was quite a traffic situation. People were very patient, which was really good. Kudos to everybody here in University Glen for your cooperation and your patience and your kindness. There were no road rages. So it's just something to be aware of. If you're able, if you're capable, try the CERT program. You can go online and it's a visit VCFD, Ventura County Fire Department.org/CERT. And it's a local one. The class is going to be over there by the Waypoint Inn. So you could pretty much, go on the 4th, take the classes from 6 to 9:30. But once you stop off at the Waypoint Cafe and have a chocolate shake or something before you go into the class. The food there is really great too, and you can sit outside and watch the planes come in. So that's one suggestion for this month. Pretty much coming up. February is almost over. We had a great Valentine's party. I'm so thankful to everybody that brought some of the most wonderful desserts that were, there. Everybody communicating, sitting outside by the fireplace. It was just a lovely, lovely evening. The people here are so wonderful, and I'm so grateful. And I hope other senior communities there also around Camarillo also can have that camaraderie and enjoy each other's company. We all have such great stories. We come from wonderful backgrounds, so it's a good thing. Another thing that's happened is Reagan Library has the Dead Sea Scrolls. So that's happening up until March, sometime in March. So if you can make it over there, you could sit out on the patio up there too and see that beautiful view. Buy yourself some. They've got a decent enough cafeteria there. So sitting with your friends and look out over the whole Simi Valley and Conejo Valley there. There's something else that's coming up, and it was in the Acorn. And as we live here in our golden years, we come across times in people, and I myself with my sister having a touch of dementia. There's a program that's going to be held on March 6th from 9 to 3. It's a long day, but it's in Oxnard, and it's called Dementia Beyond Drugs and Disease. And it's a symposium. So there's several speakers. Um, uh, it's changing the culture of care for persons with dementia. So you can register with them. There's several speakers, Dr. Alan Power and Tony Chicotel. Anyway, it's through the Ombudsman program. And that would be ombudsmanventura.org/CAMA. Oh, CAM Acorn 4. So it was in the Acorn paper. And I just had an experience myself, and I really was not sure how to handle this situation. So if any of you are there with your loved ones that are, um, God forbid, starting to fall into that Alzheimer's dementia kind of situation, it might behoove you to kind of gather some information, not to trust your own responses. And I know my brother got very upset, so I don't want that to happen. He was flustered and didn't know how to handle it, and I barely knew myself. You know, if it hadn't been for our sweet Rosie here, she's helped care for people like that, and she gave me some pointers. But I think the symposium, this is going to be a lot more eye-opening for me to have the patience and the ability to deal. And so if you're interested in something like that, that's on March 4th. And it is from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. It's in Oxnard, California. Um, uh, let's see what else. Oh, okay. So the dementia, that's in Oxnard. We had a wonderful community, let's call it the Resident Activities and Events Committee. That's what we're calling it. And we had that, we're trying to get some things together here, and Valentine's party was a sweet success. So we're going to try a St. Patrick's Day party, or if you want to call it your annual beer fest. You know, if you don't want to pay homage to St. Patrick in Ireland, you know, which I'm half Irish. Let's just call it a beer fest. But we're going to have it's going to be a brunch, like from 11 until 1. So it won't be too heavy and too crazy, but it's going to be a potluck. Hopefully we'll see some wonderful Irish dishes. I know I've got some of my mom's in my background and my grandmother's. Um, uh, I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of beer drinking, but we'll see. Maybe some Irish coffee at 11 to 1. So we'll see what happens that. But so look forward to the posters or the signs about it. We'll have a sign up sheet just to kind of get an idea of who's going to maybe bring what, so we don't all bring corned beef and cabbage, you know, and everybody will be uh, having indigestion the rest of the day. Let's see. There's going to be a Main Street parade in downtown Ventura actually it's March 15th, so that's a Saturday. And that's going to have um, bagpipes and bands and marching high school bands and different costumes type groups, you know, the Kaylee dancers and things like that. It should be fun. It's going to be from Maine to Fur, and that starts at 10 a.m. Let's see, our own Camarillo Old Town on Sunday, March 16th, is going to have their 10th annual beer march, they're calling it. It's craft beer and cocktails on the boulevard with live music. So that would be a nice evening to go down there and maybe sit by Mr. Frosty if you don't want to do the beer. Get the ice cream at Mr. Frosty's, sit in that bench that's outside of Old Town, and watch the parade and the activities that are going to be there. People will be walking around. So it's going to be like our own little Mardi Gras kind of thing. There's also Thursday, the 20th of February coming up here in Camarillo is a thing called Trivia Night. If you got, hey, look, we've been around a long time. We got a lot of information going on up here. And it's at the Topa Topa. And evidently they ask questions, and the trivia answers that are correct, you win a prize. It would be fun to see who's got, I think our Alan He's full of information, and I bet you he would know every single one of those questions. Our billiards Alan, to see how they answered, our own little Slumdog Millionaire there. There's also on Thursday the 20th, if you're not in for the trivia from 7 to 9, is Institution Ale Company, and they have music and local beers in the beer garden. So it's a nice place to sit outside, bring your friends, listen to some sweet music, and enjoy a nice beer or two there, uh, getting out and about in our beautiful Camarillo. There on Friday the 21st is a World War II aviation museum. They're going to have they're going to be open from 10 to 4. And if you've never seen the World War II airplanes that have been refurbished, I know my sister used to be with the Planes of Fame Orchestra. A lot of 1940s style music. She was really good. She retired in Las Vegas, but the Planes of Fame, they were that World War II era. My father was a pilot, so they also have flights that you can take. You can fly in 3 different types of World War II airplanes, and it's quite an experience. Of course, it costs, but you can fly in a PBJ, which is a naval bomber, and I used to wave to those when we lived in Japan. The bombers would fly overhead to go to Korea, I guess it was. But it was pretty exciting. The beautiful, beautiful planes. There's another one that's an open airplane where if you don't mind your hair getting all blown away, it's a PT-19. And then there's a SNJ, which is a bright yellow kind of called a Texas something. That's a little bit more of a compact airplane to fly in. Also on Friday, the 21st from 2 to 4 is those of you that have the gardens downstairs, down in the area. It's springtime. It's time to redo your garden, pull out all the winter stuff and get your spring plants going. And the Rodale Institute of California, which is located in Camarillo, we got a lot going on here. It's an organic center, and they have a walking tour. It's on West Ventura Boulevard, 1014 West Ventura Boulevard, and it's the 3rd Friday of every month, and it's basically organic gardening, and they're going to do the fix up for spring. So for those of you that have gardenings or want one, as spaces come up, let me know if you want a space, and we can pull a name out of the hat and transfer this space over to you. I think we're going to have a couple of coming up here pretty soon. And then Friday is going to be the food share, 11 to 1. I don't think you have, well, there's a couple people here that go, but it's if you have the time to wait in the line, you get a lot of food. So look to your calendar though. Here we've got the 2 yoga classes, one with Aria and one with Bonnie. We have a Monday one with Bonnie and a Thursday one with Aria. Look to that. We have the art class on Thursday with Carol. It's going very well, and people are enjoying it very much. Billiards was the 2nd Tuesday and the 4th Tuesday. And Alan is trying to get some teams together. We're going to start having prizes. Monica has been bringing wonderful treats. So if you're not into playing, you can be the cheerleading group and sit at the tables. There is games down there. There's tic-tac-toe and Chinese checkers and chess and Scrabble. So come on down and enjoy it. You don't have to stay there the whole time. You can just come filter in whenever you want to. Grab a muffin or whatever snacks people have brought in there and enjoy the camaraderie. It's good people. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the egg class, Nancy Wagner's egg class was fun for everybody, and they liked it so much she's thinking of doing another one for St. Patrick's Day. So you want to contact Nancy Wagner at msn.com if you want to take the class. Hopefully we'll have another sign-up sheet down in the lobby area. We're going to try to put more posters up around, especially for those of you that live on the other side of the building that don't ever come in through the front and don't see those posters or sign-up sheets. We'll try to have that. Look for the movie night posters as well. We got suggestions for a lot of movies coming up. Bob's all excited about getting that together with Jay. And if you have suggestions for a movie and you want to, either contact Bob here at kdtv.com. Is that right, Bob? Is that .com or .org?
Bob Allen at kdtv.com.
.com. Okay, so it's KADYTV.com, and let them know what you want to see. And I'm still rooting for that 1937 King Kong film noir, right? Black and white. Let's go for it. And then there's the book club on the second Wednesday, and the new book is by Kristen Hanna, and it's called The Four Winds. Ooh, let's see if I can get it on there. Nope, it's not going to show. Okay, well, anyway, it's called The Four Winds. It's a good size book. You have a month to read it, and then we get together down in the library, our business office and or area, and discuss the book. The last book we read was The Nature of the Beast, and every single chapter had some kind of food in it. And there's a little pub that serves certain kinds of foods. The wife of the detective, Gamache, she cooked up some wonderful dishes. And I just got so hungry every time I read each chapter. It was like, oh, I'm going to try that. Very French or Canadian. So there was a lot of, Gruyere cheese and pear sandwiches and all this other different stuff. So we'll see what this new book has to offer as far as that goes. But come down and enjoy it if you enjoy reading and discussing things. The other the other book we had read was The Art of Racing in the Rain, and Bob actually got it together to show the somewhat current movie just a couple years ago that was made into a movie, and it was excellent. It was a tearjerker, but it was cathartic. It was a beautiful movie, love story kind of with drama and real racing with Lamborghinis and Porsches and stuff like that. So that was a good book, and uh, we'll see what movie, if there's a movie for this one, that'll be great too. Um, that's it. Now, one thing we discussed, and Jay wants to get a lunch group together. He's going to be in the community room on February 27th at 11 a.m. to see if there aren't people that would want to start experiencing the different restaurants around Camarillo and maybe Oxnard or Ventura, like a little restaurant group or lunch group. Some of us have gone to the Island Cafe, and it's been very pleasurable because it's all you can eat and it's a good price. Um, I don't know how much the students there appreciate all us old folks coming in and sitting down and having fun at a table, but it would be a nice day to be able to do that. So if you're interested in that, that's February 27th coming up at 11 a.m. And he also mentioned, well, I know Jeannie here on the third floor, she goes to the beach a lot with her dog, her cutie pie. And uh, Jay thought that would be, there's a lot of beaches that allow dogs. Um, even if you don't have a dog, it would be a nice day to be able to go with a bunch of friends, go to the beach. So they're going to discuss more about it, and we'll let you know down below. We'll try to, or by the cat on the calendar that you need to look out for like March 1st coming up. Uh, Hopefully it'll be on the calendar, and we'll say, we're going to the Kitty Beach in Ventura, or over by Wainimi or the Silver Strand, which beach to go to, and maybe we can carpool or meet everybody there. And who knows, maybe go to lunch from there. So keep your eyes open for that. I think that's so far. Oh, I know, May 3rd, there's a bunch of stuff coming up too, and I'll, no, but they are going, the community center is going to have a rummage sale. And the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because they have tables available for people who want to sell things at the rummage sale. They're $35 a table. It's from 7 to 12 p.m. on May 3rd. But I know previously in Simi Valley, I made some money selling my stuff, and we all got lots of stuff here that we have to downsize, and you might be able to set up a table and uh, get some cash for that, all those long-term memory stuff that you've had forever stored away in a closet that you never see anymore, right? So somebody else might be able to enjoy them. And that's at the Burnley Street Community Center. So that would be good. There's also something for the people that have grandchildren. This is really great. They've just opened a brand new museum called Kidstream. It's a children's museum. And let's see. Yeah, it looks like it would be a lot of fun for the kids. The first opening was all about construction. So the kids got to do some construction type stuff. And they even shot off an air compressor with confetti in it. So it must have been like snowing confetti. So if you have grandchildren and you want to spoil them and teach them not just candies and stuff like that and chocolates and cookies, give them some real experience and stuff. The Kidstream Museum, you can go online to the Calabasas city website and they would have the information about that museum. But think about that. You're lucky that you got grandkids. I still hold my grandmother dearly in my memories. Just her laugh. She didn't say a whole lot, but her laugh stays with me. She had like a Santa Claus laugh and ho, ho, ho all the time. So it was great. I think that's about all I have. Yeah, look for the St. Patrick's Day and let us know the Kitty Beach. So that's pretty good. Um, Bob, I think that's about it.
Great presentation, Booie. Okay, for the community, and I think that what we're doing here is trying to convince all community members in Camarillo who are seniors, come here and you'll hear about what's going on in our own community. And I think you're doing a great, great job in presenting it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm hoping I know we've had some complaints about my hair being luminescent and me fading in and out of the, the camera or us having some sound problems, and we're working on it. We'll try to get that together for you. And thank you for being so patient with us. And we just wish you a wonderful weekend coming up. God bless and stay happy.
And tell all your friends and neighbors about the Good Morning Camarillo Senior Show.
All right. Yeah. All righty.
Okay.